Hello, this is Bice the Gamer, and I'm gonna show you how to be a really good tanker. I'm gonna show you my favorite faction, which is the German. The Germans got the weakest tanks, in my opinion, and many others. And this is hard mode of tanking. If you wanna go easy mode, go American. If you're gonna go American, you can stop watching this right now. So at level 5 you can change your infantry guy to a tanker, and you will automatically get this Panzerkampfwagen 1 aus A, which is the German training tanks. You got 2 machine guns in front. These are not to engage any other tanks, because you will get eaten up by them. Instead, use them to kill incoming infantry, destroy vehicles such as motorcycles, jeeps, and recon vehicles, and so on and so forth. Just use this as a defensive position. The next one you will unlock is the still Panzerkampfwagen. This is the 2 auf See. It says you got a 20mm cannon. In my opinion, these are still 2 machine guns. The one is just slightly bigger. Next one you will unlock is the E-tank. It got a 37.2mm cannon. This is the first, in my opinion, cannon you will get on your tank. There's another spot for your gunner in front, so you can be the first one, the first tank you can be 2 persons in. But every time I get a gunner, he just shoots rapidly everywhere, revealing my position. So if you're not gonna go head on into battle, try to persuade him to get the fuck off, because you're just gonna reveal your position. That's not good. And the J-tank is a slightly upgraded E-tank. Still very vulnerable, still not good. Don't bother with this tank. This is the tank you want. It's the Lynx. It's called it because it's a very fast tank. It's one of the fastest the German faction got. The downside of it all, that it's not so very accurate. It doesn't shoot a cannon. It's an upgraded, in my opinion, machine gun. So you really need to get a bit closer than you would, for instance, have to go with the E. But it's got very good armor penetration, and especially at close range you can destroy another tank very easily. Still though, from the rear or in the side, you want to hit the lowest side here. So go for the L tank. So start off with the A. Perhaps if you get tired of it, buy the E if you really want to, and then go straight to L. That's my suggestions. The next one you will unlock, it's a Jagdpanzerhetzer, which is a German tank hunter. It got sloped armor on each side. They claim the shots will bounce off. I don't see that very often. What I did when I played this, I buried it or drove down a ditch, so only the top of the tank would show, just to make sure when I got hit, the shot had a chance just to bounce off. Use any rocks or logs, or use the terrain to help you out with this one. It really helps. The plus side of it is the turret upside. You don't have to pop up your head to use it. You can just press C and you switch seats, and it turns 360 degrees, so that's really good. Oh my god, the H tank. This, oh my god, this got side armor, and this side armor, it gets stuck everywhere. You can't even round a corner, small trees, and when you get stuck, the tank will blow up. So if you're driving an H, my question for you is why? Because it's not, it's not a good tank at all. Moving on to this is a Stug 3. It's also like the Jagdpanzer, a tank hunter. It got very thick frontal armor, not so very thick on the sides and back. The turret or the cannon, it can only be angled, I don't know the exact number, but I think it is 30 degrees. So which means you have to angle your tank as well as your turret, so you will angle them simultaneously, and that's very good, because you learn to do this with other tanks also. What you never want to do is broadsiding your tank, so you don't want to flip over your turret or your cannon to the sides and leave this side vulnerable and open for incoming fire. You always want them to hit in the front, and the Panther is also the first German tank which has sloped frontal armor, which has a chance for incoming fire that hits here to bounce off. This is also just like the Stug, a almost two-shot hit to any tank if you know where to hit it. I'm gonna show you that later. Moving on to the heavy tanks, you got the Tiger and the Tiger II. These are very slow operating, slow maneuverability tanks. I don't like them because they are very slow. The plus side of it all, they got 2 times zoom, so they can destroy a tank from like 2 kilometers or 2,000 meters or whatever you want to call it. So that's good, unless you would to meet the heavy tanks from the other faction, like the Soviet or the American Pershing, because these shots they will only bounce off them, so head on anyway. So I'm gonna show you the weak spots now. Oh my god, what happens? So I have unlocked some American tanks here, just to figure out where the weak spot is and stuff like that. And where the tank is as least thick, it's on the top here. So if you're on higher ground and you're looking down and there's a Pershing or whatever driving by, or a Sherman EC8 or whatever, try to hit the roof here. This is the weakest point, or even the hatch when they pop up the head. The hatch is over. The strongest point on any real life tank is where the tank driver sits. That's where the thickest is. So you want to shoot on the other side of the cannon here. It's slightly, if you're gonna meet the tank head on, that is, shoot on the other side. So always look when you see another tank, or learn which tank has the hatch on which sides. That will help you out a lot. Also the mud flaps here, or the flaps, or whatever you call them, they can be penetrated also. 2 or 3 shots straight here will off this tank, so that's good to know. Moving back to my German tanker. The combat badges, I have Gunner and Mechanic. Gunner is of course for faster reload, and you really want fast reload. It can make all the difference in the world. And the Mechanic just to repair your tank really fast. If you only got 1 combat badge, go for Gunner. I always carry a wrench to repair my tank, and a pistol, because it's the only weapon, because you only got 2 how many slots you got? Well, anyway, I think you got like 4 slots or anything, and this one takes up 1 slot, and the pistol takes up 2 slots. Here down here 6 slots. So you really can't, you can't have a wrench and like an MP34 or an MP40. You just can't have it. So, but the pistol works out fine. Jump out, you shoot the other guy, pick up his weapon. It works, you know. And for the camo outfit, this is, you don't need it, but it helps. I have the green pea. It's the most versatile in for any background, especially in the woods where the trees and leaves looks like the same. I have it for my infantry guy and also my recon / sniper guy. It works out just fine. So this is the tips I have for you. If you wonder anything, leave a comment below. I'm gonna jump into a game now, and hopefully I just don't only won't get killed.